Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch called for and made. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run it to the right. Fights off a defender. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got loose, it was all over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From inside the 15, the ball pops out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Off play action on first down. Still looking on the move. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Reads it, fires complete. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to run it back. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get...
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Perkins. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 45. Afterburner's coming. He's at the... No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back.
Miami, 21, Alabama, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room at the 35. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? You see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the 1st.
The Canes have this offense rolling. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving it 27 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Snap it to the back. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. The ball pops out. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, daggum, if you had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Looking to throw, it's Perkins. Lofts one high and deep. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Miami.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He caught it. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he waltzes in for the An impressive display there gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the farm. They're up by 17 over Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense in the hurry up. Going up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Trying to get to it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The inside handoff. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami 46, Alabama 10.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide out in motion. Using his feet. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic in the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll try the left side. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit-stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown has ensued.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. I'm talking to them. They felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Shakes off the tackle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
42 Spiders.
They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Feeling some heat. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 63, Alabama 17.
Got it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Oh, the ball's out. And he falls on top of his own fumble. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now on 2nd down. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. To the 10. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Got it. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
I remember whenever I called timeout against your boy, you said nobody in football do that. And then he quit. Right. So if I had the ball and call timeout, that's the same thing, man. That's what you said. Oh, man, hell no. Yeah.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Just want you to know that's the same thing.
The interception and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah. You really know this game for a long time, boy.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.